Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Live Tarot. I'm Dr. V. Today's reading is a timeless love reading for all signs and all of you precious ones who are watching. So I'm going to just take it as it comes. I'm going to be asking Spirit questions on your behalf, questions about what is going on in the energy of the person that you love and the energy of your connection, specific messages from their heart to yours, those kind of questions. So we're just gonna roll with it as it comes. We're gonna stay in the flow. So if you're new to this channel, I wanna give you a big warm welcome. And if you'd like to have more information, always getting clarity, confidence, and guidance from Spirit, make sure you do tap on that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. So I'll be using a multitude of decks, as I always do, as well as these decks that I've created for all of you who are on this journey. So if you'd like to have more information on the decks, as well as information on how to have a personal reading with me, all of the links to that are in the box below. So let's get right into your reading. So we're going to start off with asking Spirit the question, Dear Spirit, can you please tell us what is the current energy of the person that you love? Where are they in their life's journey? Okay, I want to know, because I know that some of you have been in some form of separation. You feel that you may have been ghosted by your person. You may not know what is going on with them at this time. You may have had some sort of minimal contact. Maybe they've been coming and going from your life and you just want closure. Like you just want to know what's going on so that you can make the right decisions for your life. So that's what we want, Spirit. Can you please tell us what is going on in the life's journey of the person that you love? What is going on in the life journey of the person that you love? Okay, so what I'm feeling here is that your love right now in their life journey, they are really struggling with turning the corner on something in their life. They really want to move forward. They feel that they have been stuck for a long time. They do tend to be in their mind a lot. And because of that, I'm feeling that they have a hard time making final decisions. I feel that your person sometimes can have, can be a bit fickle in their decision making, as in they may have a hard time committing to change, because I do believe that change is difficult for them. Even though they may be telling you, even though they may be expressing in so many ways that they want change, I'm feeling that there's definitely a gap between them saying that they want change versus actually being able to implement, actually being able to take action on changing their current situation. So I do feel that they have been in a very mixed energy. Like they have a split energy when it comes to really important transitions that they need to make in life. And this is why Spirit and the universe has not been able to truly guide them. It's like their guidance is always there. It's not that they have been not been able to guide them. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. They want to guide them, but your person, your love is very fickle, as in they keep changing their minds. And so it's like the universe keeps saying, well, I thought you wanted A, so I gave you all this guidance. And then you switched over to B, and I was trying to, help you down that path. And then you switched over to C, and now we're just all confused. So I feel like your person is really struggling right now to make really important decisions and to stick to them. So this is what's going on in their current energy, because there's definitely a desire versus a going back and forth in their mind. Because see, this Queen of Swords tells us that your love, they have a lot of good qualities that have served them well, as in they do tend to be level-headed. They tend to rely on their own mind, their own kind of judgment, their own observation. They tend to not take decisions quickly. They tend to weigh things again and again. And I feel like that can be a very good quality in this Queen of Swords. Because the Queen of Swords tends to be an energy that is extremely stable, that is a bit of a badass, in the sense that she doesn't let her emotions rule her, not in ways that can get her into trouble. And she tries to think through things rationally. So your person being in this Queen of Swords energy, they do tend to be more measured in the way they respond to things. And sometimes they do tend to go back and forth a little bit too much sometimes in their mind. Like the little bit of a downside of the Queen of Swords energy is that it can take them a long time to process through and make a decision, because they're so worried about making a mistake. So I feel like your love tends to be a bit risk averse. As in, they weigh things in their mind over and over again because they don't want to make a mistake. And they're afraid of what the fallout would be if they made mistakes. And so they tend to be very measured, very careful. But at the same time, deep down inside, it's like they have a very deep desire to break free from the prison of their own mind, because they are aware that their mind can be a bit of a prison for them. It kind of gets in the way if they let it, as in it has a lot of good qualities, but sometimes they get a little bit obsessive in their thinking. And I feel that there is a little bit of OCD in your love, as in obsessive compulsive thinking. And sometimes that gets in their way. But look, this Magician's energy, it's very positive in the sense that they do want to be able to develop the skills to change the more negative aspects of being in this Queen of Swords energy. And so they're really looking for a new direction, but they haven't been able to commit to it, but they're really wanting to. So the desire is there to have something new, to do things in a new way, and to not be held back. Because see, with the Stars energy, I'm feeling like the things that they have been not been able to pull the trigger on in their life, and I feel like a lot of that also has to do with you, but it's not just you. There are a lot of things that your love wants to do with their life that they haven't really been able to take action on because of their own fears, because of their own blocks. And I feel like they have been definitely going through a darker time with the Stars energy. There's definitely a darkness, a night sky there. in their psyche. And so they have been looking for the star in their life, as in they've been really looking for what can move the needle for them, what can help them to move on. Is there something that they could kind of hold on to that would give them the faith that they need? And so they're really looking for this star in their life. And I do feel that in many ways you are this star as well. But I feel like because they've had so many blockages and they've had so many fears and that kind of obsessive thinking, it's so far, you being the star hasn't been enough for them to break through and make this offer. And it's really sad, because I feel that they really deeply want to make this offer, as in they deeply want to make an offer to you that shows their commitment, because they haven't been able to do that so far. But again, I'm feeling that this energy of the offer is not just towards you. It's also about a lot of other things in their life that they also want to say yes to. And what I'm also feeling here very strongly is that if your love can really turn this corner and be able to bring down those walls and to start to commit, not just to you, but also to commit to other important things that are going on in their life, then I'm feeling from spirit that they're going to elevate the quality of life, the quality of your relationship together in all ways. So it's not just going to help your relationship, but it's also going to help you to build a life together that you will really enjoy, to build a life together that you feel is very solid. So this is really important. Your love deeply desires to be in this magician's energy, to really start making things happen in a good way, to say yes to so many things that they have been stuck on saying no to. So they want to make you an offer, but they also want to make the universe an offer, as in they want to start letting in good things into their life. And when they do, I feel like they're really beyond this path. Like you are a star to them, but they're looking for more inspiration. They're looking for other ways to also get down this path. And I feel like up until now, they have let their Queen of Swords energy kind of block that path for them. And I feel that now it's like the desire is there, the action is slowly coming about. Okay, this may not be the fastest moving energy, but it is slowly coming about. Now there's a specific issue here coming up with this karmic partner card, and I do feel that there's a special message here for some of you, maybe not for all of you. I feel that one of the reasons why your love is a bit slow, as in slow to commit to not just to you, but to many other things in life too. And I think it's because they've been burned a lot in the past. And I feel that with this karmic partner card, it's not just that they've been burned by other relationships or other love connections that they've had before they met you, but I feel that they've also been burned by friendships, other partnerships, maybe by a business partner or somebody that they worked with, maybe colleagues. I feel like there's been a lot of burning going on. And so that's why they've become really, really careful. That's why they don't fully commit to anything unless they're absolutely sure. So there's definitely some sort of partnership issue that your love has. And like I said, it's not just romantic partners, it's partners in other ways too. For some of you, I also feel that there is some sort of a third party situation here where your love is or has been stuck in some sort of situation where they have not been able to move past it. And again, I feel like For some of you, this is a romantic situation. Either they are trying to get out of a marriage, they're going through a divorce, or they're going through some sort of separation or breakup, but there is some sort of lingering energy from the ex-spouse or the ex-boyfriend or girlfriend that's also slowing down their energy, because it's something that they have to deal with. For some of you, I also feel that there is a third party here that may not be just again a love connection. There may be a third party here that is getting in the way, that has more to do with family, maybe a mother, a father, a sibling, right? But there is some sort of third issue blockage that has also been slowing down your love's journey, your love's ability to move on in their journey, so they can move on and really make you that solid offer. Okay, so next we're going to look at what are they thinking and feeling about you and your connection. But before we do that, I want to give you your affirmation of the day. So make sure that you write this in the comment box below, put it in your vibration, live it every single day, and make sure that you also give me a comment, right? A comment along what you thought of the reading, along with your affirmation of the day. So the affirmation of the day, I wanted today's to be really fun. I wanted it to get you in that frisky, fun mood, feeling really great about yourself. So today's affirmation is, I am a love magnet. I am a love magnet. I attract love everywhere I go, from everyone I encounter. So make sure that you really step into that energy. You attract love everywhere, from everyone, each and every day. All right, so let's move on into our next question for Spirit. So Spirit, can you please tell us, how is your love thinking and feeling about your connection? Ooh, we have two that jumped out here. Connection together at this time. How is your love thinking and feeling? Sorry, these cards are a bit difficult to handle. They're very slippery. How is your love thinking and feeling about your connection at this time? Okay, I'm going to get a few more clarifiers here. Spirit, can you please give us some more depth, some more messages here to clarify, how is your love thinking and feeling about you and your connection at this time? So this is really illuminating, because it's interesting how we've been getting this feeling throughout this reading that your love is a very good person at heart, but they do tend to be a bit wishy-washy, right? And this is something that they definitely are working on and have the desire to work on with that magician's energy. But when it comes to how they're feeling about their connection with you, they are really, really aware that they have definitely screwed things up at least for the time being, right? With this Five of Wands and Seven of Wands, it just tells us that they are aware that their lack of commitment or their lack of being able to really get solid and focused on not only your relationship together, but also on other things in your life that is going to make your life together better, has led to a lot of conflict. Okay, so this is what I'm saying here. This is also very similar energy to what we were getting with the, the karmic partner card, as well as the energies of them feeling like they have really been, taken advantage of in the past, been betrayed or backstabbed in the past by a whole lot of different people. Again, not just love relationships, but in many other different settings in their life. And that is why they're so careful. So right now they're understanding and they're feeling that their attitude has caused a lot of conflict. Look at these, both of these cards are definitely energies of conflict, right? With the Five of Wands being literally a dog fight, right? In that they've always felt that they've had to literally fight for everything that they've had. They're very much of that fighting energy, right? And then they feel that because they kind of gave into this energy with you, they're feeling you being very, very careful with them now. And this is something that is hurting them, as in like they feel very sad about this. They feel that they may have started some sort of conflict with you inadvertently. They didn't mean to. It's more about the way that they have been conditioned by patterns in their life. They know that they have a pattern and a conditioning where there is a bit of this defensive, triggering, fighting kind of energy. And what they truly really regret is that what it's done to you, which has put you in this Seven of Wands energy where you're just like, you know what, I've had enough for now. As in, I am not your worst enemy. You don't have to fight with me or start conflict with me like I am your enemy, because I'm not. Here I am trying to have your back and you're turning on me. So they are really, really saddened by the fact that they've done this to you. And they realize, right? They realize that they've done wrong, and they know that you need to heal from this. And so their energy towards you is, how can I help this healing process? How should I ask for forgiveness? What else can I do? How can I change my behavior? How can I make it better so that it's not just better for me in my life, but it really helps to take our relationship, our connection to the next level? So they do very much realize that you have been in a hanged man's energy when it comes to them. Like you are kind of trying to figure out, do you want to stay? Do you want to go? Have you had enough? Are they worth it? They're really afraid of you being in this hanged man's energy. Okay, they're really afraid of this because they feel like you have gone into some sort of assessment mode. Like you are stepping back and you are assessing whether they're worth your time, energy, and love anymore because of them being non-committal, right? So I do feel that this has been going on for a while. Like they may have come, they may have gone, they've been, not committing, not giving you a solid offer. Like this is what it's going to be. This is the kind of life I want to have with you. This is the kind of relationship, the connection that I want to have. This is the life that we can build together. Like they just haven't been talking about that. And I feel it very strongly. And I feel that it made you feel like they're constantly pulling the rug from under your feet. There's some sort of back and forth, up and down that is really exhausting you. Like you're sick of it. They can feel it. And they can feel that now you are hanging between two worlds. Like you are assessing, is it going to be a yes or is it going to be a no? Because you need to heal from this as well, right? And so they understand that. And that is why I feel that these cards very much reflect their desire for what should happen next. Because I feel like these cards were more about their consciousness, their understanding of what their actions, what their behavior, their mindset, their attitude has done to you and the connection, right? That in how has it negatively affected the two of you. So I feel like this is their consciousness, their understanding of the consequences of their behavior and their mindset. And this to me represents how they feel about what they want to happen next between the two of you. Like, how are they hoping to salvage this situation? Because they definitely want to save this. Okay, they don't want you to walk away from them. They want to save the situation. And I'm actually so happy that this Bone Collector card came up, because this is such a beautiful card for this deck. And some of you have asked me what deck this is. This is the Enchanted Map Oracle. And I love this card because look how happy this figure is. Beautiful smile. And look, it's the #1 card. So this tells us that your love, along with the spring, they want a new beginning here. Okay. They want to end this cycle right here. They want to end it because they know that this cycle has really ripped the two of you guys apart. And so these cards are beautiful energies of new beginnings, of things finally blooming, things taking off, positivity, radiance. Look at this, smiling, happiness, peace. And this come to the edge is all about taking a leap of faith. So don't be surprised if your love comes to you and says, you know, I know I have let you down. I know I have hurt you. I know I've been like all over the place. I know that you probably see me as this like totally wishy-washy, you know, can't make a decision, constantly, you know, obsessing in my mind, going back and forth. Is it a yes? Is it a no? Is it a yes? Is it a no? I know I have disappointed you in so many ways, but I want you to know that I am working on it. And if you can just stick with me a little while longer, if you can just make this leap of faith, I promise you that you won't regret it, right? They are asking you. Don't be surprised if they come to you and ask you, can you please take my hand and take this leap of faith with me? And I promise you things are going to be different. And if they're not, then you can, you know, you can just make that decision and walk away. But I am not letting you go. I don't want to let you go. And this Bone Collector, I just want to, the best way I feel for me to show you how significant this card is for understanding better where your love is coming from, and then making the decision for yourself. Are they worth, you know, going through this for? Are they worth it for, you know, you to hold on, or do you want to walk away? I'm going to read from the book because the way they explain it is far better than what I can say. I love this. So when the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. Okay, so that's exactly the same energy that is making your love wishy-washy in the first place. See, they have been conditioned, and we talked about this, by patterns, okay? This is exactly the energy that was coming through in their opening energy, is that they've been so conditioned by patterns of things going wrong, right? Of people not having their back, of people letting them down, whether it was romantic partners, friends, colleagues, family members, right? So that is why they are now understanding and claiming their truth of saying, yes, I have been behaving too much from my past conditioning, but that is going to end because I cannot lose you. I want this love to succeed. I want our love to bloom like these beautiful flowers right here. So they are coming to you with an offer of taking this leap of faith. Isn't that so beautiful? So let's get some specific messages here from them to you. Okay. Spirit, can you please tell us, what would your love say to you from their deepest heart, if they could? What would your love say to you from their deepest heart? So these messages, wow, they really do make sense here. Look at this. I hid my true self from you because you challenged me to expand, okay? I couldn't handle your words when you were upset with me. It was too painful. And then our beliefs were just too different. I couldn't reconcile mine to yours. Okay, so this makes perfect sense. Look at this, because this has everything to do with these two energies, right? Whatever conflict arose because of their beliefs, right? Their beliefs were non-committal, right? They could not open up. They couldn't commit. They were fickle. They were going back and forth, right? And they were so stuck in their heads with that Queen of Swords energy, too much in that assessment yes no mode, and that they just felt that the way that they operate, the way that they think, was too different from you, and that is what caused these conflicts, right? And then whatever words that were spoken, I feel that your love is probably a lot more sensitive than they show. So I feel that when they have your disapproval, if they feel that you are disapproving of them, or you feel let down by them, or you're disappointed in them, it really cuts them like a knife. Okay, they won't admit it or show it, but it runs far deep. Like those wounds run really, really deep for them. And so that was another reason why they may have stepped away, or may have gone on some sort of a hiding kind of, phase here. And but see, they realize that you challenge them to expand. You challenge them to get out of these energies. You challenge them to finally get into this mode of the magician. See how beautifully these messages go with the energies that already came through. See, you challenge them to expand. The magician is all about expansion. How can we up-level ourselves to the next greater version of ourselves? And that is why they ran. That is why they hid from you. That is why they hid from this love, because they weren't ready to expand at that time, right? But now they are. Now they are. And that is why I'm saying, don't be surprised if they come to you and ask you to take that leap of expansion with them. Okay, so let's get a final message from Spirit here. So let me just remind you that this is a general reading, right? Please do take the messages as they resonate for you and your situation, and leave the rest. And if you'd like to have a personal reading to get specific guidance on your own unique situation, then the link for that is in the box below. Okay, so Spirit, what guidance can you give us as we move forward in this situation? What do we need to know? What do we need to remember? So that one just leaped out. Whoa boy, work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieving suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. All right, so this is what I meant by when I said before that the universe was trying to guide your love in every direction possible, but they kept changing directions, right? Because they couldn't commit to one path. And so that is why this message is coming through again, is that the universe saying, utilize us, okay? Turn to us, lean on us. We will work for you, especially when you are confused, when you don't know which path to take. And also I feel like this energy of work also signifies that, you know, as you take this leap of faith together, if you decide that that's what you want to do, there will be work involved, right? You will have to definitely work together as a team. There's going to be a lot of patience necessary, a lot of understanding and acceptance both ways. This has to be an equal partnership of give and take. And as you do that together and then surrender your path to the universe, you will find that all those extra paths that were not really right for either of you will turn into one singular path that you are then on together. Okay, this is so beautiful. I love this. So please do let me know what you thought of this reading. Make sure you also leave me a comment and write the affirmation of the day, because oh, you are so a love magnet. And again, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created, all of the links to that are in the box below. So you know how much I love and believe in all of you. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. It means so much to me, and I'll see you all on the next video.